heading back from Vermont. My mom kind of fooled my aunt and uncle because they thought she was doing like these 5 mile walks or not walks, sorry, 5 mile bike rides or 6 mile bike rides. And then I got talking to my mom, and she's been doing 10 to 12 miles every time she does a bike ride. And usually she does it 3 or 4 days a week, on top of the hours that she brought, dances. She dances a few nights a week in the evening to her favorite music, 5 pound weights. She's basically almost 75. Like, she's gonna be 75 in like 2 months. I want my mom to be doing things she loves. I actually think I'm gonna buy her a stationary bike, and some of those hiking, walking poles. They're like ski poles, but they're a little different. I want to get those for her. I want to get her a bicycle for the house, because then she'll have the ability to, keep her legs in shape for bike riding. I don't know exactly where we're going to put it in the house. I'll have to talk to my uncle if it's possible to put it in his basement somewhere, his garage basement. My mom lives above a garage that my uncle had built many, many years ago when he was building his log cabin. Him and his wife lived there. Anyway, yeah, so she's been really bike riding 12 miles 3 or 4 times a week. And so yesterday we did one of the bike rides was 11 miles. The other one that we did yesterday, Sunday was 11 miles. Monday was 12. Today was actually only 5.5, because we decided she could do one more bike ride with me because I needed to leave in the morning. But we head down the highway about 45 minutes to get to this bike ride. My mom didn't mind. She was actually kind of happy and excited that she was still able to go. I know she's sore. I mean, so her and I definitely, this year, I have gone on 6 bike rides, 7 bike rides, all of them being, 9 or more. In perfect shape. Some of my habits are not that great either. Food. Probably should try to work on that, because I think I might have said this on one of my subsequent videos. The Wegovy, I had to stop taking it because they had a fear that was what was making me dizzy and lightheaded, and at times fainting. So I've been off of it for a good almost 2 months. Well, no, it's probably like 6 weeks. And truth be told, I think it is helping being off the medication. But, the truth is that when you go off this medication, it is a fact that you gain weight. I haven't gained a ton in those 6 weeks. I went from being around 170, like today when I weighed myself, I was 182. I'm not crazy about it. And today and tomorrow, I need to rectify it by getting myself back down below 180. That's going to be my new goal. I was 81. I don't really like that I'm 82. I want to rectify that to get, at least, maybe the rectification will only be that I get it down to 180. But it's better than nothing. I'll take it, because honestly, the 170 that I got down to, I hadn't been 170 since I was like 16 years old. Weight. So, my graduation weight when I graduated high school and all that, it was 180, 185. So if I, get near and around 180, and I was at the highest during my high school, final year of high school, I was 185, then I'm still doing better than my weight in my senior year. So yeah, sure. I'm comfortable with it. That's all. So my trip today is not going home. I'm not going home right away. I am going to my cousin's house, who has her mother there. My aunt, my aunt Ina. She is on the mend because she had to have throat surgery. She had to have some sort of like lump or something. It's like a cyst or some weird thing like that in her throat. It wasn't cancer or anything. It was just some sort of thing that can happen to people. It's like a polyp or some sort of thing like that. Anyway, she like was having problems eating. Like a lot of her meals would end up being thrown up. So she needed to have this procedure. But she's 81 years old, and somebody 81. She had a couple different complications. It was bigger than they had expected. So they did the procedure to her, and so she has a little scar on her throat because they had. She's on the mend, but 81 years old. Your mend takes a little longer. That's a fact. So she's down here staying with my cousin Rocky, for like 2 weeks, I think, or 1 or 2 weeks, just to get a little more respite and to get a little more pampering, because my cousin, whenever she comes down, she's always pampering her mom. And I do my best to do stuff, but it's I've given her rides down here before. I think I've said that. So yeah, I'm gonna go visit them. My ultimate goal is, when I'm down there, scratch that, over there visiting her, I'll go visit my other cousin, but was in Western Mass, well, Central Mass, and works also in Central Mass. She works at, what do you call it, Longhorn, I think, and I'm going to try to see maybe stopping in to see her at work, spending just like 30, 45 minutes with her at her job. I feel like I don't see them enough. Like, I'm very close to my cousins, my cousin Rocky and my cousin. I almost like, sorry, I almost feel like they're like siblings to me. They're, Rocky is like the older sibling because she's like 15 years older than me. And Erica is my age, basically. She's 11 months older than me. Close enough. we used to hang out all the time together. So to see how much we hang out now, like back when I was a kid, I would spend a fair amount of time at her house. She would spend a fair amount of time at my house, and probably saw her, if I was going to just average it out by days, probably saw her 20 or 30 days out of the year. So spread out over, January to December, it's quite a bit when you think about it. But now, with our lives and things changing, and adulthood, and her having kids, and me having responsibilities in Boston, she's out in Central Mass, like, she's only like an hour 20 minutes, somewhere there. But believe it or not, when you have a full plate in your life, has Wednesday and Thursday off because she works in the restaurant business. So she has Wednesday, Thursday off as her weekend. Well, my weekend is Sunday, Monday. So right there you see the conundrum. I can't spend as much time with her as I'd like. So it ends up being 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year, but usually 2 or 3. I don't love it. I don't think she does either, because we used to spend a lot of time together. And, that in itself is really, really disappointing to me. Sorry, I had to pay attention. That was a sharp little curve. don't have an accident. That would not be fun. I'm on live and then all of a sudden I have an accident. Ugh. Neck is so cricking today, like a lot. I'm very achy today. Probably because I bike ride 11 miles Sunday, 12 miles Monday, and then almost miles today. That's probably why I'm sore. More than likely. Yeah, my hair's kind of a mess. I actually have to put my hair back on. Not now, but I do not want my cousin to see my hair. She had a meltdown. Her sisters were like, we don't like your hair that way. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I like my hair that way. Like, so what? I don't care if you don't like it. I like it. So, bug off. I more or less said it that way. But I did it the loving cousin way. Shut up. I like my hair the way it is. Leave me the fuck alone. That's more how I actually talked. Like, screw you! Leave me alone! If I like it, who the fuck cares if you like it? I do like it. I'm very comfortable with my hair. It is a little odd for my age, probably. You know, I'm 46 years old, but you know what? Who the F cares? So the F what? So what else? I'm gonna go into the lake house a couple times in the next month and a half. I'm gonna go at the beginning of September. I think like I'm going, and then to the lake house 3 times in the next month. And then month and a half. 3 times. I've gone a little more this year. I think I've been averaging 5 or 6 times a year. My husband goes more frequently. I feel like I go as much as his sister does. His sister ends up going to the lake house like 3 or 4 times a year. I probably even go along more than her, but not by much. I go maybe 6 times a year, 7 if I'm lucky. Again with this thing, like, so my husband and I also work kind of on differing schedules. Monday to Friday, in the tech industry. And I work in healthcare, well, mental health care. No, Sunday, what am I talking about? Tuesday through Saturday, I work and have Sunday, Monday off. So our only day that collides is Sunday. So Sunday we can hang out and be together a little more. But the rest of the time, he's busy Monday while I'm off, so I go do a few errands. And then Saturday, he does errands, and I'm stuck at work. You know, what are you gonna do? Anyway, what was I gonna say? So yeah, I'm gonna try to bike ride more. It's my new goal, and I kind of said that before. You know, I feel like I could do another bike ride this week if I wanted to, or I don't have to, because like I did pretty good. I did 11 miles, 12 miles, almost 6 miles. Like, do I really need to go on a bike ride? But Wednesday nights, my husband has his meeting that he goes to, and he's there from 7 to 8, so I can from work. Around 8:30. I think that's my plan. I still kind of want to do it because it's better for me if I'm doing these things. If I'm eating unhealthy, you know, the sweets, I need to figure out how to balance shit out, right? Because I don't want to be edging up any higher than 182, 81. So I will see what I can do to sort of rectify that. And I think if I go bike riding a little, make up course. Yeah, I still think I'm going to go and get my mom a stationary bike. At the very least, when I go up, I can use it. I can. I don't know, man. I just don't know. What is somebody's favorite hobby? Favorite hobby? I don't know if I've asked this one before. I'm not sure.